blowjob joke. But my dad's here, so I want him to live just like a couple more years. So I might leave that one in my back pocket for now. I really like that I feel at home here though, because I'm not from here. I live in Iowa City. I grew up in Davenport, Iowa. Then I moved to Iowa City, which all that means is like I stayed close enough to cities growing up that the farm animal part of the Lincoln Park Zoo is only like vaguely interesting still. But it's, you know, walk through, it's like, oh, okay, this is cool. But as an Iowan, I feel like that shouldn't have been as cool as it was. But I really like animals, but it's not cute. Like some girls I know like really like animals and it's like endearing, but like I really like animals in the way that if I'm walking down the street and I see a dog, I like have to pet that dog. And I have to like physically hold myself back from petting that dog. And it's like not fun to be around me in public when I see a dog anymore. I remember one time I was by myself and this guy came up and he was walking his dog and I stopped him and I said, hey sir, can I pet your dog? And he said, yeah. We had a conversation and the conversation came to a close and we parted ways. But I wasn't done. So I watched to see which way he went around the block, and then I went around the other way and coincidentally met up with him on the other side of the block, which is insane. Some crazy shit that I did. So I was like, oh, this is insane. I met you again. This is great. I'm gonna pet your dog again. And then I was like done. I felt complete, and we parted ways again. And I thought later, I was like, oh my god, that guy was probably like, wow, she was really into me. She like found me again, wanted to pet my dog. And I wanna run into him again, so I can be like, no, I'm sorry, I don't wanna fuck you. I do wanna fuck your dog. Yikes. I have no smooth transition to this one, so I guess I'm just gonna tell you guys about the most betrayed I've ever felt in my life. And a couple years ago, I met Joe Biden. I was working on a political campaign that, you know, I won't mention, but I got to meet Joe Biden because of it. And I was so excited. I was so excited to meet Joe Biden. I was like, it's such a pleasure to meet you. And he said, young lady, I'm not going to do an impersonation because that's comedic suicide, but he said, young lady, your smile lights up the room. Which is like the nicest thing in the entire world, right? No, wrong. Because fast forward, a year later, I'm in Des Moines, Iowa at the Tom Harkins Steak Fry, and Joe Biden is one of the guest speakers, okay? And he's coming through the audience after his speech, he's shaking hands, and I hear him say to some side hoe to my right, young lady, your smile lights up the room. Vice President Joe Biden used a line on me and thought that I wouldn't notice. But I don't know, I guess I learned like a pretty important lesson from this. And it's kind of that, like if Vice President Joe Biden tells you that your smile lights up the room, there's a good chance that you're not the only one. In fact, you might not even be the only one at the Tom Harkins Steak Fry. That's all I got for you guys. Thank you.